Hi, I'm RaynnStorm, active gamer and member of a fun group called Idiotics. Once upon a time, I played a game called Kingdom Hearts and instantly fell in love with it. I played through the series again, and again, and again, until eventually I knew the games to a frightening extent. When I was challenged to do a playthrough of the game for entertainment purposes, I found myself at a loss. How could I properly capture the fun and emotions of a game I'd already played so many times? And that's when it hit me. Meet Hat&Heavy, another member of Idiotics who only knows Kingdom Hearts through small snippets he's seen and the out-of-context references I've used around him from time to time. I've challenged him to play through the series in my stead. But I'm not gonna let him do it alone. I'll be there with him every step of the way, seeing his reactions and giving him little nudges in the right direction from time to time. Without further ado, this is Sitting in Kingdom Hearts.
We gotta finish the coliseum, since we never did. I still don't know what the purpose of that chest is on his shoulder anymore. I never acknowledged it. We addressed it the first time you came here.
Oh, over there.
And it's not what I thought it was, I don't think. It clearly isn't.
How do I even get up there?
You don't! There's no way up there. Oh, wait, it is what I thought it was. Okay. Use the Trinity.
Oh.
Oh, thank God at least it has an explanation and I'm not just crazy.
Does it just fall off his arm? Is that all that did?
I guess.
Puppies.
I honestly didn't know you hadn't done that Trinity yet, which is why I was so confused, because that was the only explanation I had.
Huh. I was kind of hoping to be able to walk up on those statues too, but whatever.
That'd be too fun. So yeah, we're gonna do Olympus Coliseum and then head into the end game. I can say that because, audience, you'll probably see parts of both in this episode. So yeah, you can do all of them if you want, or you can technically also just do the Hercules Cup if you so choose. It doesn't matter, they don't take long, one way or another.
Let's just do Hercules for now.
Decide if you want to do the others after.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back to the other ones.
It's fair. Because, yeah, the Hercules Cup is the only one you have to finish. And even that, this is technically an optional one. But, you know, for completion's sake, we'll say, there you go. You didn't save Olympus Coliseum yet. You didn't seal no keyhole.
No.
Plus, there is a tiny detail that becomes relevant later on. How better could you possibly measure whether or not you're a hero in this game now than going back to Olympus Coliseum, whose whole point is you haven't been a hero?
Yeah. See how much ass I can kick now compared to before.
Before, when your ass was being handed to you by a three-headed dog.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, you can technically have a rematch with eventually. Oh, speaking of rematches though, this cup does let you have a rematch with someone else who handed your ass to you on a silver platter.
Oh, okay. Well, let's...
Oh, Donald gotcha.
Very nice.
Also, beating Hercules might give you a new keyblade that is so much better than the one you're using.
Nice.
That you will use for exactly 3 areas before getting another new keyblade that's even better. But you know.
Alright, if you want to actually focus on me instead of just casually walking away while I'm trying to swing at you.
You've got better things to do. They really don't show that much interest in you for the most part. Yep. This is round 2?
Yeah.
2 of 10. Well, I think 9. I think you start at rank 10 and you work your way up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this is rank
I'm
7.
7.
So yeah, of 9. And the 9th one will be the boss. There's always a boss at the end of these. Since you may or may not end up doing it, depending. Oh, you're gonna want to heal.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even
think about it because it wasn't doing the beep beep beep, but you were
Yeah.
low. No, not. Might be tied to what we're trying to do here. But yeah, since you may or may not do it, the boss of the Phil Cup, you get to go toe to toe again with the 3rd variation of a boss you've already faced. You get to fight another version of guard armor.
Oh, okay. Huh.
And then the Pegasus Cup, you get to fight Leon and Yuffie.
Oh, yeah.
Those are your bosses, respectively. This one technically has 2. One of them should be relatively obvious when you think about it, and the other one, you'll probably be mildly surprised by, and I can't spoil that one for you. Because boy oh boy, I can't wait. Shadow! Dead Jump. I don't know if you did it, or if it jumping into Goofy's shield did it. By the way.
Yeah, not much to talk about right now, because
No,
obviously this is just me smacking around people.
Killing people in the Coliseum. It's not like we even have plot elements to discuss.
Yeah.
Other than, yeah, you're doing this, you'll have access to the Yellow Trinity that's used 4 times in the entire game. One of them here. One of them necessary for here. Actually, I can tell you the 4 points when they're used. One is in Traverse Town, the one you were looking at before we came here. One is, again, here, which is the first time you're expected to use it, and necessary to technically complete the plot of this one. Once is in Agrippa, used in the Cave of Wonders, which I already told you way back when you were in it, you don't even need to use, because it pushes down a platform so you can get to a higher elevation that you can now reach because you have a high jump and glide.
Yeah. Huh.
Which, for the record, you unlock before you unlocked this cup that gives you the Yellow Trinity. So it's all kinds of dumb. But, and the last one is in Neverland, and it is arguably the most useful one. I will say you'll probably want to hit up Neverland before we, you know, move on.
Yeah.
After you get the Yellow Trinity. Make the quick stop for the good things. You used up all of your MP. You got a slot of MP back.
Okay, camera, you want to spin around and show me the rest of the field?
Oh, you want to. These pirates do a really odd amount of damage to you that doesn't put you in the red. But can kill you before you're in it.
Yeah.
Remember when the battleship was so easy to kill because you could fly?
Yeah.
None of the commentary on this is just going to be like click, 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 click.
Yeah, it's all button mashing. Ow.
I give later games in the series a lot of heck because it's really simplified combat. Not that this isn't simple, but I mean, like, later ones tried to complicate it, but they kept it simple. Because they add a lot more, like, use triangle to do this kind of thing. But it's still then just mash X and occasionally hit triangle.
Yeah.
And granted, the Kingdom Hearts 3 might have the simplest combat system ever. Including this one. For that, you'll find out yourself.
I look forward to it.
Kingdom Hearts 3, beautifully made, and battle is cinematic as all heck. My god, if you die at any point in time, it is entirely your fault. There's never a situation in that game where I ever felt like if I was losing, it was because I, as a character in the game, wasn't good enough. It was always, man, I as a player fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Because, I mean, honestly, there's not a better time for me to talk about this other than Kingdom Hearts 3 anyway, and that's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
So, might as well talk about my issue with its combat system while you're fighting in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, my issue with it is they made, like I said, combat almost beautiful. It is cinematic, it's exciting half the time. They made it fun. That said...
What am I doing with this one?
Oh, you remember the rare truffles from Halloween
I
Town?
have to hit it with a specific kind of magic?
No. In this case, it was the one you have to bounce just over and over again. That said, he can't drop items in the Coliseum, so literally he's a one-hit kill. Because you hit him once, he falls, he disappears, you're done.
Oh, okay. I was... Huh.
But, you know what, I'm going to put my comment on Kingdom Hearts 3 on hold for a second because... Cloud.
Cool.
You get to have your rematch with the guy who literally killed you in, I believe it was 2 hits the first time around. And this time, you do have to beat him. That said, you may want to heal. I do not know how much damage he will do to you right now.
If I went into this battle with full health, he hit me to half in one.
So...
I love how he's just kicking off the Goofy's asses.
Okay, so it's not
maybe
a
depending
full
on the
half,
hit,
but
it's not a full, but...
Yeah, he's strong, one way or another. Yep,
Wow.
You need to heal it again. Also, because you didn't get that far before, so it wouldn't have mattered, but he also has one more gimmick in this battle.
Oh.
This. And you're gonna want to be healed up lots.
Okay. Alright. Damn it.
Yep. He's kind of a douche in this battle.
The worst part of this is I start from the beginning every time I die.
I know.
Ugh, man.
I mean, worst case scenario, what we do is, okay, we'll pretend you did this yet, and then move on, and then this save file, you'll just come back and suddenly own them all. You're level 100.
Yeah.
I don't know if I completed the Coliseum. I don't remember if I completed the Coliseum on that save file. I know I didn't do the last cup that you unlocked. And whether or not we even do that one is up for debate.
Yeah.
Because, put it this way, there are 3 ways you can do each of these cups. The normal way, And then after you do the normal way, it gives you the option to do it solo without Donald and Goofy.
Okay.
And then after that, it gives you with Donald and Goofy again, but on a time limit.
Oh.
The time limit for the normal ones, I believe, is like on normal difficulty settings. I think it changes depending on your difficulty. But I think for the normal ones, it's 3 minutes. For the other one, the last one you unlock, it's an hour. So whether or not we even do that one for the bonus episode is highly up for debate.
Yeah.
That might just be a, well, let's not say we did. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's not relevant. There's like 3 bonus bosses I need to... I want you to try.
Okay.
One of them, technically somewhat necessary. 2 of them are fluff.
Okay.
And then there's the last cup here. There's also 2 more bosses that you unlock in the coliseum around the same time. Them, you might try whether or not you beat them or not. Yeah. One of them you probably remember. Sephiroth.
Sounds familiar.
So for the audience, a little background information here. Every New Year's we do a competition called the Gold Cap. And we all submit games and try different challenges in games. For 1 year, I did a challenge where I submitted Kingdom Hearts 1. And the winner of that challenge was just whoever went up against Sephiroth and didn't die the quickest.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that.
As soon as I say that, you'll remember. Yeah, that's Sephiroth. The one where Mystery N got away with it because he abused my what was it? What was it he did? Oh,
He just kind of flew around.
he flew around, avoided Sephiroth as much as possible, and then whenever he got like within striking distance, I remember he cast heal even if he didn't need it.
Yeah.
Because of the Leaf Bracer ability I told him about. Where, as long as you're casting Cure, he technically can't hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So... How long did he last? Was it 5 minutes-ish?
Oh.
It was a surprising long time, considering.
It was a surprising amount of time, but I don't think it was 5 minutes, because I think the other people lasted probably, what, 10 seconds?
I know one of them lasted 45. Rounded up, I think it was 43.
Huh. Come back to your ship. You're the last thing I need to kill. Where did it...
It flies up
Oh,
to do this
yeah.
move. So, yeah, I think maybe we'll just, if you die to Cloud again, let's not say we did.
Yeah. Ow.
This isn't technically necessary. It's not really gonna matter. It gives you a little scene where Sora discusses what really makes him a hero, and I'll just tell you what that is if I have to. I'm not that worried about it.
Being a hero is the friends we made along the way.
Honestly, that's more or less what he comes to the conclusion of. Yeah, alright, straight up.
Oh, let's get out of there.
He learns the lesson that he essentially learned in Hollow Bastion of his friends being his power, because I think almost his line is, I might be paraphrasing. He learned the lesson Hercules meant about, or he learned the lesson Phil, forgot his name for a minute, told him about the strength it takes to be a hero.
Yeah.
And he figured out that his strength comes from Donald and Goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Because all alone, they're not that strong, but when they're together, they can beat anything. And that's more or less the scene. That's what he learns. And that's why the Yellow Trinity is all of them working together to push something instead of just Sora.
Yeah.
And the one here that block you couldn't move when you originally came here, way back when, the Yellow Trinity is all three of them then pushing it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's, you know, one of those cool, aw, that's awesome moments where you suddenly realize they work best as a team. Alright, back to this now.
Oh boy. Alright, let's try.
That's the best you can do?
But I don't quite have full health starting this. I'm close to full though.
You also have at least 3 cures at your disposal. Also, now that I think about it, don't forget that you have guard equipped.
Oh yeah. That's what, squares? No?
Yeah, square. Just square when you're not moving.
Damn it. I need to heal.
Yep. Oh, Donald got you back too. Brought you to full heal instead of just mostly full. Yeah, but yeah, I think your block can technically block that and every other move he has except the one where he flies around. So I think by default he attacks you from behind with that.
That's the best you can do?
And you know, for obvious reasons, guard does not work from behind.
Yeah.
That said, he's about to unlock it. It is a health-based mechanic.
Farewell.
Yep, there it is.
So it will not help me with this move?
No,
Okay. Damn it.
at least
Dodging the wrong way.
it can, but it's so rare you'll get it off because he flies behind you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can just say you did this for now if you want. We don't really have to.
Yeah, I don't
At
know if
least
I'm
you
gonna
got
be
to
able beat him
experience
too
part of
well.
the Coliseum. So yeah, you don't need the Keyblade it gives you anyway. Because like I said, you're gonna go 3 rooms into Hollow Bastion again, and you'll get a better one.
Okay.
It used to be one of the best Keyblades in the game. Still outclassed by the one that you'll get pretty soon. So yeah, we can just head on to Hollow Bastion. You can do the second half of that.
Alright.
And then we'll move on to the final world. And maybe we'll let you exact your revenge on Cloud
Yeah.
in the other file. But you can go in and essentially keep him in 3 hits.
I didn't even notice the white trident here.
I forgot it was there. You get a different staff for Donald. I don't know if it's better or worse. Better strength, but worse
strength.
magic.
Talking about the worst magic out of all of them.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna leave him.
Oh
with that
yeah,
one.
because it reduces MP by 1. I will say, we'll get to the end of this game, and then we'll... Oh yeah, so
So I gotta use the
Warpole, right beside Olympus Coliseum. We'll get to the end of this game, you'll beat it. We'll jump over to the level 100 file. You will probably be surprised when you see one part of the HUD.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you what, but it'll make sense when you get to it.
Okay.
Because so far you haven't technically experienced yet the bit. Oh. Gummies missions, I forgot all about you. There's only 2 more of these in this game. And you're doing one of them now.
Oh.
Although this is the no, the gummy ship mission. Also, don't forget to fly in that. I have done it far too many times where I'll head out and then forget I'm supposed to go in the warp hole.
What happens if you do that? You
It
keep
just
flying.
keeps flying the route normally, or the normal route, so you'll end up in that case in Traverse Town. So this mission, it's about to take you through all of the stages, like, of that background that you've gone through in the gun missions. So you started in the normal one, now this is the one you took, I believe, getting to both Agrabah and Deep Jungle. So, Aladdin and Tarzan.
Okay.
This would be Monstro, Halloween Town, and Atlantica. And I believe also Neverland? I think? I don't know. This is supposed to be your big climactic. Oh my god, my gummy ship is so much better than it used to be. Meanwhile,
I mean, I've had all these guns for a little while, so...
yeah. Essentially, we took your base ship and made it blockier.
Yeah.
Added a few more powerful weapons. And an engine upgrade.
Oh, what the...
Oh, I forgot
Huh.
about that. You can use that to get things from a distance, that's right.
Okay, interesting.
But I believe it takes your de facto MP bar.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that mechanic. Also, I think this is actually the background for Neverland. I think it changed slightly darker, didn't it? Now it did.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, there was one that almost spawned in sight. Ow.
There you go. That's the road. Now you just gotta climb Hollow Bastion all over again.
Fun.
That said, now you've also opened all the doors and everything.
Where's Belle? Still in the castle.
And there's no, like,
Against her will.
cutscenes delaying the process at all.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta go talk to the princesses of Heart. Make sure they're all safe. You gotta close the keyhole now that it's open. Cause you know, guy who's got a heart back. Bubbles!
Okay, I didn't think I walked into another bubble, but apparently I did.
No, after a while will just boost you back up anyway. And in that case it was doing it because there's literally nothing down there.
That makes sense.
There you go. So, yeah. There is one slight detour you're going to want to take climbing the castle, but I'll tell you when that is. You have beast, not goofy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, well, I want to do the Trinity, so...
The unfortunate downside. Oh,
one slight
yeah.
detour I'm gonna want to make.
Yeah, and I thought Beast was an improvement. Nope, we just swapped Donald with Beast.
There we go. And Trinity. High five-ish kind of thing.
Oh, by the way, since you didn't get that far, and I might as well tell you now, the final boss of the Hercules is Herc.
I kind of figured. I was wondering if it was just Hercules.
That's why I said it should be obvious when you think about it.
The Hercules Club. Or
The Hercules Cup is just, yeah, you fight Herc at the end.
Yeah.
You fight him in a one-on-one battle. And, it's got a really interesting mechanic, though, because he's got that godly aura. As long as that's up, you can't hurt him. But it also spawns barrels around the map that you can hit him with. And if you hit him with it, it just sort of disorients him for a second and the aura goes away. So it's kind of a weird battle, but it's not bad.
I want to go up, don't I?
Yep. Climbing the tower, generally in an upwards direction.
Yeah.
That said, you can also run past enemies if you so choose.
Yeah, that's what I did for these. I stopped and smacked them around for a second, and then I'm like, forget it.
Because, again, you should be theoretically leveled enough to be able to take on the final boss. And once again, I'll just admit it. My level 100 save, if we really start running into a brick wall with the boss, we'll switch to that, because it's saved right before the final boss.
Oh, nice.
So, you know. There is really only 2 more bosses you have to beat on this save file, as far as I'm concerned. Because unfortunately, my 100 level save file is after them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so yeah, there is one slight detour you should have taken into here, but I'm not sure what the situation around it is. Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. I forgot about this.
Something wrong.
Oh god, no. This again. I mean, you already got the thing up here anyway, too.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh god. Well, we're about to find it. Yep, there's nothing up here other than that one, and that's not this round.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, and back down.
Well, hopefully if there's some silence during this part, you can just kind of, you know, speed it up in post.
Just put it on.
How do I switch it to go the other direction at that turn?
I might have switched back. I think you did switch it, is the thing, but I think it might have switched back because this is your second time here. So, audience, if you watched the entirety of that, I'm spiting you. Let's be honest. Oh, yeah. That's what you needed to come here for. Bow! And then if you talk to her after this, you'll get something nice.
Cool.
So yeah, talk to Belle.
There she is. Blade.
And prepare for it to be the dumbest thing you can have, to be the best weapon for most of this game. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is the best weapon you can have until the final one. You now get to fight with a flower.
Perfect.
Sorry if I was out of frame for a minute there. Well, out of audio frame. I don't know a better way to phrase that.
AFK.
Yeah.
Although technically that's
That's also not accurate.
Alright, where do I want to go now?
So now it's just climb the castle. So go back out to the... No, the other way. Through the door.
That door?
Yep.
Okay. Definitely not the ride, because that didn't work.
No. There's a door to the left. Through there.
I see.
And then after that it should be mostly just go forward. The library is literally the only part you want to make a detour for, and it's just so you have that key lid. Because you can skip right past it and never get it. Like I did.
Oh.
Numerous times before I learned that there was a bell seal. Well, because I mean... Oh yeah, you do have to kill these guys.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you have to interact with that thing to go up. Which you can't do unless you also be careful you don't fall. because it will set you back here.
Wow, that's all the way down.
Yep.
I was not expecting to fall all that way.
I mean, the issue with it is the area over there is the same as this area.
Yeah.
And obviously they didn't make numerous loading zones for falling off this. Like, if you jumped off the edge right at that railing there, you'd fall down there and it would make sense.
Yeah.
You climb up just slightly higher. Nope, that's all the way back down there. At least after that, they get very generous with it. If you fall off the edge, alright, we'll just set you back to the last area you were in.
Yeah.
You didn't fall all the way.
Now, before anybody else spawns, there we go. Good.
Also, I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably fly over to that other platform and despawn some of them. But, you know, you should be able to take these guys with this keyblade at least. At the very least. Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, I am just getting walloped.
Your defense is not what I thought it was. You run into that room, one of them spawns, and it just smacks Goofy upside the head. Yeah, like the metal bit. Short distance in front of you. Follow pipes and such. You could technically fly to that, and I think it would despawn.
Oh, I can jump over there.
Yeah. I think it would despawn most of them. Except for the red nocturnes. I think
I was
they
gonna say, as long as it hopefully despawns most of these guys, jeez.
the wyverns.
Yeah, the dragons and the
Air soldiers?
Yeah.
And even I was drawing a blank on what they were called. So yeah, because if you get far enough away, they'll despawn.
Okay, I jumped into the bottom
You
of
could
that.
just jump and glide, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Because they also might, you know, follow you, but if you're lucky, it separates them enough. I don't think the air soldiers made it this way. And wyverns by themselves are not that tough.
No, they don't take that many hits.
There you go. That's all of them, and then whatever spawns when you land here is all you have to worry about. As long as you don't go back down the stairs, you're good. It's just Red Nocturne.
Ow.
2 down, 2 to go. Much like in the Coliseum, it occurs to me now that there's not a lot of plot elements to discuss the second time in all of Bastion either.
Yeah.
That'll change soon enough.
Trying to hit him without.
Yeah, he's getting closer. He's almost dead. There you go. Now you should be able to interact with the thing.
This one?
Oh wait, there's still something. Where is it? Oh!
Oh.
It was a wyvern caught on the corner. Oh, actually, yeah, just gravity him.
Someone did.
It might just kill him straight up. Or that. He'll come to you.
Or I'll kill him straight up.
There you go. And ascend.
Yeah, I guess it only seemed to despawn the air soldiers, which was kind of funny.
I guess because the wyverns are fast enough to reach you.
Yeah.
Whereas the air soldiers, they shamble around a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, those were the ones causing the most issues anyway, so. I do like how they did like the half and half for that heart. Or the hardness sigil.
Oh, yeah.
It looks cool.
I was starting to wonder if anything was going to spawn up here with me.
Yeah, the halfway point. There's someone there. Oh, Google kicking his butt. Alright, now you just gotta hit the thing in the middle. And it keeps going.
Fucking goofy.
Like, half of this looks so...
Half of it's like steampunk, and the other half is...
I don't want to say medieval. Because it's still got, like, the pipes.
Yes, the pipes kind of spread a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's like white marble or something, the rest of the castle.
It looks majestic.
Yeah. Very, I don't know, just fantasy, I guess, is the best way to kind of describe it.
Fantasy meets steampunk.
Yeah. Literally, half and half.
Which I guess describes this area. Yeah, pretty perfectly. It's like even the inside, it looks nice and majestic, but you are technically using like elevators and shit.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff has like more magic-y kind of look to it.
But then when you take those same elevators and you put them on the other side, they still look like they fit.
Yeah. With the metal.
Yeah, well, like over there, you can even see it, the big elevator.
Oh, the big one that we took across?
Yeah, like it looks like it could belong to the steampunk side too, doesn't it?
That one is a bad example because it looks a little bit out of place of everything.
That's actually fair.
Because it's like...
It looks more...
It's almost got like demonic looking spikes that remind me of like Oblivion in Oblivion.
Yeah, that's fair. But like that one,
This
up
one,
against
yeah.
those, it would look fine.
The ones that are made of metal look okay on either side.
I don't know if the stairs are still made. I'm hoping they are.
Okay, which way am I going?
You have to get up top.
Well, yeah.
Like, no, like, up those stairs over there.
Oh.
I don't know if they're still intact. I think they are. You'll only know if you get to the other side.
Ow.
Or activate the button, but, you know, that requires fighting. So...
Go around. Dark Souls it.
Yep, it's down. So, yeah, you can just run past these guys.
Perfect.
And then you'll be basically at the top already. Yeah, the second time in Hollow Bastion does not take long. The first one was so plot heavy, and it's only after you take out the plot that you realize, wow, there's really not a lot. The Princesses of Hearts!
Kind of like that scene from Wreck-It Ralph too.
I thought you mentioned it, yeah.
Except they're not all in their pajamas. That's all we can do just to hold back the darkness. I don't know how long we can even manage that.
I might have tried to do Snow White, but then I realized, wow, I forgot how high-pitched her voice was. Like, Snow White's voice in the movie is so high-pitched.
Oh, yeah.
It's ear-piercing pitch. Almost.
Hers is the only one I can really think of off the top of my head. Like,
Well, like, because the rest of
I
them
don't-
sound normal.
yeah.
And that's not to say, you know, I know there are people with really high-pitched voices, but hers just feels off. Although, to be fair, she's also super young.
The girl that voiced her?
No, I just
Or-
mean Snow White as a character is super young.
Oh, is she? Huh.
Snow White's supposed to be, I think, like 15. Maybe even younger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, I would look it up, but I don't want to disrupt the recording. But I know she's supposed to be super young.
I love just flying past everybody.
We will stop you. I don't know if you spawned it, and I'm worried though. Even Donald's on board now, though.
I'm pretty sure it was Donald that just stopped all of them and...
Oh, I think it is in play. But don't know. There's a rare Heartless that can spawn in this room.
Oh, okay.
Called the Stealth Soldier.
Oh,
It's
that
invisible.
sounds fun.
You can only really see it if you lock onto it. I don't know if it's in play yet, though.
Well, I guess we'll find out after I kill everybody else.
That's fair.
No, okay. I almost thought that guy might have been invisible, but no, he's just...
That's a chest.
Oh, there's a chest over there?
Yep.
Okay, let's not go too far down the stairs.
Oh.
Oh,
On this guy.
what? Okay. Couple of rounds of people, I guess.
I don't think it's in play anyway.
I'm assuming I have to fight these guys because you haven't told me otherwise.
Oh no, you can go up to the
Oh,
door.
okay.
Or the portal thing. You can just walk into it now.
Let's not lock on at people.
Now that it's open, the dark depths. And this is your boss room.
Cool.
That's literally the entire bit of Hollow Bastion 2.
Some sort of weird unicorn yeti looking.
Behemoth.
That works.
And to be fair, it's actually very close to how they make behemoths in Final Fantasy. I mean, different, obviously. It's a lot more cartoony and looks less horrifying.
Yeah.
But theme-wise, it's very similar. Also, to be fair, they make behemoths in Final Fantasy purple, so they're not completely horrifying either.
Ow.
Also, yeah, this guy, he's got that little shield up around his horn. You can beat it until he lowers his head and then hit him again.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you can fight him however you want. He's not a particularly hard enemy.
Yeah, seeing that I've just been kind of standing on his back the entire time and not taking much damage.
In fact, these enemies,
okay, there we go.
or this enemy is so underwhelming, he comes back twice as other bosses. And both times are basically just to fill a hole. Like okay. The, one cup for, the Coliseum, the one that I told you before, is iffy if we'll even do it.
Mm-hmm.
It has 50 rounds in it.
Oh, God.
5 of those are bosses. He's just one of them. And honestly, it just feels like because they needed to fill a hole.
Yeah.
Because the other bosses in that are... And I'll just tell you, because again, we might not even do it. Cerberus, that's the time you have the opportunity to, exact your revenge on him.
Yeah, that's a good point for him to come back.
Hades, which makes sense because the cup in question is called the Hades Cup. He's not the last boss of it, though. The last boss is actually the Rock Titan.
Huh.
Who is
Sora,
far easier.
did it.
Is that a character from Hercules?
Yeah, well, because
okay.
the plan of Hercules was he's unleashing the Titans to beat Zeus.
Yeah,
He's
it's been
just,
a long time.
The Rock
since I've
Titan is
seen it.
one of them.
Or is that one that I watched recently? Did I watch that within recording? I don't remember.
Since we started recording, have you watched Hercules?
Yeah, I feel like I probably did, but I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
This is their childhood home.
Yep, this is
Alright.
where they used to live. They wanted to see it again. It's in
Too
worse
many-
shape than I feared.
Too
It
many
used to be
belts.
so peaceful. If we defeat Ansem, all should be restored, including your island.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it also means goodbye. Once the worlds are restored, they'll all be separate again. Everyone will go back to where they came from.
Then I'll visit you guys with the gummy ship.
It's not that simple. Before all this, you didn't know about the other worlds, right? Because every world was isolated. Impassable walls divided them. The Heartless destroyed those walls. But if the worlds return, so will the walls. Which means gummy ships will be useless.
So you're saying we'll never...
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
No matter where we are, our hearts
Suddenly,
bring us
voices!
together again.
Yeah, the division between
Besides,
speech bubbles
I
and
couldn't
voices is
forget
a little bit
you,
funny
even if I
sometimes.
wanted to. What's that
I'm
supposed to
actually
mean?
really happy that later games at least address that a bit better. When it changes between like text and speech, it fits. Like,
Sora,
the second one,
good luck.
all of the Disney worlds and everything like that, all text bubbles. No speech.
Oh.
But it was also a Game Boy game. There wasn't originally voice acting for it.
Oh, okay.
They only added voice acting in the remaster, in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when they did that, they gave all of, like, the Kingdom Hearts exclusive characters voice acting. And Mickey. And Donald and Goofy, I guess.
Okay.
The ones who would, at the very least, play a major role in its plot.
The main characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all of them get voice acting, but then, yeah, all of the Disney worlds just don't. It's all text. I don't remember exactly how Kingdom Hearts 2 did it. I know basically after that it's all voice acting. There's
Okay.
very little non-voice acting after that.
Which, I mean, is normal for, at least today,
Yeah.
modern video games.
It makes sense in the modern era.
Yeah.
Alright, you keep reading, I'll deal with it. Okay.
Alright. We offer this power to aid you in battle. The power of fire. If the darkness is gone, all should return to its original state. Kyrie will be back on the island? Most certainly, and you should be too. I can't go home till I find Riku and the king. King Mickey.
Just had to deal with a ripped book. Anyway, with a torn page.
Ironic.
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, you're just going to the last world now. So,
Goofy always manages to be right in my face whenever I go into first-person mode.
gosh, Sora, you're looking at something?
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Actually,
yeah.
This way.
Well, you already sealed the keyhole here. You talk to the princess again after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, really all that's left is head out to the last world. We're that close.
Please don't tell Aladdin about this. He will worry to death if you do. Alright.
Don't warn Aladdin. You can just use the save spot if you want, by the way.
Yeah, I was just looking around to see where stuff went.
Nah. Oh, actually, use the save spot, but don't go to the next world just yet. There is one more thing we'll do before we end this episode.
Okay. Gummy ship, though?
Yep, gummy ship. First of all, they're gonna tell you about the Hades Cup being available now.
Even though I was already there.
Oh, I didn't also tell you the last boss one, but go back to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm saving you the trip down, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Go to the library. Again. But, yeah, the last boss of the Hades Cup I didn't mention is Leon and Cloud teamed up.
Oh, God.
So, at least it fits, though, because they were both bosses in earlier cups.
Yeah.
So, go down the stairs. Because this is where the Final Fantasy cast is taking up residence now.
Oh,
One
okay.
of them you want to talk to in particular, her. Multiple times you want to talk to her.
Sorry, you should read this. Read what?
It's the rest of Ansem's report. So yeah, now, as of this point, you have most of the reports. Not all of them. Most of them. There's still a few excess ones that hint at events in later games.
Ansem disappeared when this world fell to the darkness. It was believed he died defending people from the Heartless. But Ansem was the one who brought them here.
What she gleaned from the reports. Talk to her again.
Ansem waits in darkness, but here's a little light to protect you, Sora.
Attain the power of healing. Cura has been upgraded to Curaga.
Nice.
Just, it's such a small thing that, trust me, is so easy to miss. Because why would you think to come back to the library?
Yeah.
No, that's all. But that's
Yeah,
literally
okay.
all you need.
Cool.
Just trust me, I was not gonna let you miss the upgraded heal.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to have.
There was a long time. I've managed to find all of the upgraded spells, and then missed Cure. And was so forlorn when I found out all it was go talk to Aaron.
Oh, yeah. Alright, where are we going now?
Well, I guess you can go to the last world if you want. We'll finish
Over here?
Yep. We'll set out, probably call the recording after the first scene there. But that way, we don't go into what could very well be the final episode, starting with a gummy ship mission.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've had too many episodes start that way. Which I guess makes sense, but damn are they boring. That's it. Much earlier on, I made a comment about one gummy ship mission in particular being more like an asteroid belt. This is the one.
Yeah.
And trust me, this isn't the part I'm talking about. Because, yeah, there was an earlier one where you were just flying through a bunch of space rocks.
Yeah.
Nope. This is the one that they want that feel for.
These really weird Tetris pieces are like
I-
such a weird
I have
thing.
no idea why they're there, what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to be. This is the part that starts feeling like an asteroid belt.
Oh.
Except, you know,
Hey,
those are enemy ships
ships. Yeah.
that fly towards you.
I guess now that I think about it, the whole gummy ship and like the enemy ships and stuff, that doesn't make a ton of sense either. Like, what's up with that? It's just
Because why would they be ships?
like who's
'Cause it's
flying
supposed to
the
be
enemy
heartless.
ships? They're heartless.
And
But
by
then
my
why do the heartless have ships?
by my understanding, and I have no explanation yet.
End of the world.
That is what the world is called. I have no real explanation for it, but by my understanding, they are heartless, like the ships themselves.
Oh, okay.
At least later games would have you believe that.
So, when I'm collecting pieces flying through the skies, I'm just picking up body
Essentially
parts
picking up
of the
pieces
heartless,
of the heartless corpses.
and just I'm making myself a Frankenstein that I fly around
If we
space.
do beat him, and
No,
all these worlds become
I'm sure
restored
that's
and
not the
disconnected,
intention. I'm pretty sure it is
What's
supposed to
gonna
be,
happen to this
heartless
place?
flying the
to
ships in
us?
this one. But later games really do just make it seem like those are
This
heartless.
is a heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
It's like the snowman standing around as
But
pieces
no
of his
worries.
flesh float
Even
down
if
from the
this
sky
place goes
around him.
poof, Our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will.
Speaking of very dark truths, that scene,
Yeah, you're right.
you're in a heartless world. So when you beat the
I'll
heartless
return
and
this. I
you know
promise.
restore order, technically this world doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, before you progress past this point, we should call the episode so that we can have this big finale.
That's a good idea.
So, see you all soon, everybody. And thanks for watching. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's your line.
As long as someone says it.
Next time on Sitting In.
Interesting.
Dive into the most dangerous place and we'll find him. So yeah, you can see that little light there? Just go there, where the safe spot is. There's all these platforms, you can work your way through it, or, you know, glide.
Glide directly there.